All right, we're going to take a look at this paragraph a little bit more carefully together. But right now, we've already read this one time. I want you to hit pause and read through the paragraph one more time because I'm going to ask you what you think what is the topic of this paragraph? In other words, what is this paragraph mostly about? So I want you to think about that as you reread the paragraph. Go ahead and pause it now. Okay, so you've had a chance to read through the paragraph. Let's go ahead and you tell me what you think this paragraph is about. Okay, if you said the children of Chad go to great lengths to seek power of education and reading, you would be right. That is the topic sentence. And most of the time in a paragraph, you are going to see the topic sentence is going to be the very first sentence of the paragraph. So that is our topic sentence. All right, so now people know what the paragraph is about. Can we just stop there and be done? What do you think? Yeah, you definitely wouldn't want to just stop there because the reader is going to want to know more about how the children of Chad go to great lengths to seek the power of education and reading. So, for that, as a writer, you would provide the reader with something called a detail. No, you definitely would not just stop there at your topic sentence. So you would provide a detail, and a detail is a fact, statement, or specific example that guides the reader to a better understanding of the main idea. So if you look at the second sentence here, it says, for example, they build their own school at the beginning of the year. Okay, so that's one detail or example of the children of Chad going to great lengths to seek the power of education and reading. They build their own school at the beginning of the year. Now, for someone who doesn't know this story, do you think they'll be happy just stopping there at building their own school? I don't think so. I think that whoever's reading this are going to think to themselves, whoa, how on earth do kids build a school by themselves? Right? So we need more information. And that, my friends, is where we explain our detail. The reader's going to have questions about your detail. So that's where we provide more information or further evidence that supports and explains our detail. So in this case, an example of how the kids build their own school at the beginning of the year, the next two sentences explain this further. To do this, they use mud to make bricks to build the walls and desks. They use grass and saplings to make a roof. So there is your explanation. That's where you explain your detail, right? So just to review, the topic sentence tells the reader what they will be reading about. A detail is a fact, a statement, or a specific example that guides the reader to a better understanding of the main idea. And then when you explain a detail, you give further evidence to support and explain your detail. All right, so now that we've done this, we're going to look at the rest of the paragraph and find out which sentences are the details and which ones are the explanation. The next sentence says, also, the children of Chad work very hard studying during the school year. That sounds like a detail to me. I also found the next sentence was part of that same detail. Every day they learn something new. The explanation is the next sentence. In one part, the teacher writes an A on the blackboard and the students write it over and over again in the air. That's explaining that detail. And the paragraph ends with one detail and then a conclusion sentence, which just wraps it up.